Tes 3, 2, 1. Suaranya sudah ada ya, teman-teman di Zoom. Tes.
Great, that's great. Yeah.
Okay, our friends in Zoom has been ready to join our short course, and let's begin by saying salawat ala Nabi Muhammad sallallahu. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Okay, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to all my brothers and sisters, those who attended this class in offline and those who are in online class. So, as you might know, on Tuesday we have Islamic thought, and on Thursday we have Islamic lifestyle. So for, I thought the PowerPoint was back. So for today, we're going to have Islamic lifestyle. And before I start, I would like to share one beautiful hadith from Imam Kazim, because today is his materdom, so I'm going to start with that. قال الإمام الكاظم عليه السلام مثل الدنيا مثل ماء البحر كلما شرب منه العطشان ازداد عطشا حتى يقتله. It means the world is like sea's water. If you are thirsty and you drink from that water, you should get more thirsty until you get die. So you get thirsty, you need to drink more. You drink, then you're gonna die. So the world in Imam Kazim hadith is like ma'ul bahr, the sea's water that kills you if as much as you want to get through that. This was connected to our today's topic because in lifestyle, we believe as much as we be greedy, for example, in money, in any life materialism. So if you be greedy, it's gonna maybe it's gonna kill us. But greedy in spiritual things, in praying, is absolutely great, as much as you are greedy in studying. So spiritual things, when it's going up, when it's something beyond this world, the greedy will be okay. But when we just make it in this world, we just limit it. For example, money is always limited. So that's the problem. That makes you get hurted from that. One of the things that might be hurtful to people is animalistic lifestyle, different with humans. So humans, what makes differences between humans and animals is that the brain, because of the wisdom. That we all breathe, we all need food, we all need something to drink to survive. We all need to marry. Yeah, animals do not marry, but they have to find a partner for themselves. So we all have same thing, except that the animals do not look for money. They just go and hunt something, but we need money to buy something to eat. We can't hunt. So this is the difference between animals and humans. But what makes animalistic lifestyle? We all know when God asks us and tells us to not do this deed, to do that deed, for example, he's doing it for some purposes. It's for our great, it's for our purpose, for ourselves. So because he's think that we are bigger, we are greater, we are beyond what we think. We are not just a body that will look for something fun, for enjoy, for joys. So what is that God wants us to do something greater that we never think of? Who can tell us? Just only what? Yeah, that's one another. So one of the reasons that is we just reach God. One of the other reasons is just for ourselves. Yeah, reaching God is very good, great. And what that reaching God is, the firstly is good for us. It's not gonna be great for someone else. If we're gonna reach God, it's not gonna help you something, right? So it's for ourselves. If I'm being rich, it's for myself. If I'm healthy, it's for myself. No one can feel it. If I'm poor, it's only for myself. No one can feel that. If I'm like in a hospital, I'm in a pain, no one can feel it. Just they will say, I'm sorry for you. No one can feel it. So in lifestyle, that's one reason we just speak about it. Even like how should we eat? How should we treat other people? What should we wear? For example, some clothes that in Islam says do not wear it. It's not haram, but they say do not wear it because it's harmful for your body. Sometimes they say, for example, do not drink water while it's night. So in night, do not stand up and drink water. Sit and drink. So this is in life, kind of lifestyle. So I'll just read this and just go back and explain it more. Sometimes God tells you to do this deed or stay away from this sin, simply because it's not worthy of you as a human being to be doing something like this. You are greater, you are bigger. Let me see. It's page 8. Yeah. So, yeah. Quran says there are people who go through life. They don't think they don't ponder. They just go with the flow. They just do what other people says. They just like to do what they desire. Like they see the society. Everyone has iPhone 14 Pro Max. I should buy it. Everyone has a suit. I should have it. Everyone's going to a club. I should go. Everyone's drinking. I should drink. But they don't think, is it good for themselves or is it bad? They just go with the flow. They have eyes, but they have no insight. Not a heart to feel and not a wisdom to understand. This is a people. Quran says these people are, yes, they're like animals. They're like a cattle. You being a human being, what that means is when they put something in front of you, do not just take it. I'll give you something to eat. Firstly, the first thing that you do is asking me, what is it? Everyone does that. Like it happens maybe to you as well. Like you give someone, this is good for you. Do you want to eat? They say, what is it? Want to drink? What is that? This is a gift for you. What is that gift? They always ask. So why we don't ask it from the other society when we want to do something it's related to beyond this world? When it's a spiritual thing. Oh, don't pray. Pray is for like old people. It's not for us. Why not? Why shouldn't I pray? Like money is also for those people who work for a long time and they're old as well. So shall I just get away and say, no, I'm not going to work? So study is for young generation. If you want to just look at the schools and university. So if I'm 16 years old, should I say, no, I'm not going to study? No. So you can study. You have the book. You can study that. So it's different. It's not going to be only our desires. We should seek what is good for ourselves, not just living like an animal. Like every desire has come through, you say, okay, I'm going to take it. So this is going to be hurtful. Just thinking that, is it going to be hurtful for me? Or is it going to be great for me? Some people say, as I mentioned in the last session, someone told me, drinking is not haram. Haram is robbing a bank. Okay, so why is that for? He said, I said. So robbing bank is haram, but drinking is not. I say, okay, robbing bank is not haram as too. If drinking is not haram, robbing bank is not haram. Why? Because you get joy from drinking, so you say it's not haram. I get joy from robbing bank because I get money. It's not haram as too. So who's gonna choose that? Can all of the Indonesian people say we're gonna make a rule for this country? Or do you have some people make a law for you? You have a president. Is it possible ever become president? Like you have around 300 million people in Indonesia, like saying everyone's going to be president. Why just him? Everyone's going to be, I don't know, a supreme leader. Everyone's going to be a king. Everyone's going to be a head commander. Why just that person? So if everyone's going to be that, it wouldn't be just like a stable society. Everyone has their own beliefs. This place also has a director. If I was a director, you were a director, everyone in this place were a director for this ICC. So if my father was ordering to do that, we were like, no, not that one. We should do that. It's not going to happen anything. So we should have a small ruler, one person who just tell us what is the law. So who's that person? Me, you, the society, my family. I change my mind every time, every day. Every day I change it. I study more, I change my minds. I say, okay, that was wrong. I get experience, I change it again. So as a human, that my brain is not really ready for making rules, for experiencing things. So who should do that? Like in a few years ago, like 100 years ago, not a long time ago, people couldn't believe that there will be a phone that can speak with other people. No one could believe it. If you would say that there's going to be a technology that you can see other people on your phone, that you are sitting here, someone sitting in other continents, they would say like, he's mad. He's out of his mind. But now everyone's believing that. It's very common. Everyone has the phone. Like now, if somebody could say like in 200, 300 years ago, that we can fly as well on a plane, everyone say, no, he's mad. How is that possible? But now you can see aeroplane is all common. Our brain is very limited. So when we have a limited brain, how can we decide? How can we choose? How can we rule? How can we make a law? That's impossible. Is it possible for a prophet to make a rule? No. He's a human too. Where does he get the rules? From God. We in Quran says, Ma yantiqu anil hawa. What is that for? To saying he's not saying anything from himself. All his prophets is saying is from me as a God. Even the angels not allowed to say anything from themselves. It's all from me. Like when we want to say like the prophet is a pattern for us, what we say, he should be a ma'soom. No sins, no makruh, no haram. All should be wajib or mustahab. Why is that for? If the prophet can make a makruh, Something is not a sin, it's not haram, but it's bad. So why not the other thing that Prophet did was bad as well? So everyone can say, okay, that was a bad as well. So prophets always should be greatest. So how they get their greatest? From God. So our lifestyle, is it better to based on me or from God? The last session I showed some statistic from mostly Western countries that how is going on in the other countries. Some people were killing themselves, killing other people, the drugs, the bad habits in families. So why is that happening? Obviously, for not believing in a real believing in God. It's happening. So what is God going to do? It's changing our lifestyle as well. This is our lifestyle. Praying is our lifestyle. Eating is our lifestyle. Drinking is our lifestyle. Treating our families is lifestyle. Treating our friends is lifestyle. It's not the same thing. It's just not going to be just praying. It's not all about praying. If it was just only one praying, we didn't need prophet. We just needed one. Not anyone else. Just one prophet coming here and saying like, just pray and done. That's it. It could be like in just 1 year. But Prophet Muhammad was prophet for 13 years to do these things as well, a lifestyle. One of the lifestyle is being kind to people. Having the morality of being a great person. Everyone knows Prophet Muhammad as a moral person, not just a prophet. How he became great of being a prophet was because of his moral. Most people didn't believe him. They were saying he's a wizard. He's like doing something magic. But what changes him? Because we were people saying that's not possible for being always nice to everyone. Like Rahmatul lil Alameen, every day, every second. That's impossible. It should be someone else. If you go to a great person, I don't know, some ulama, some like politicians, those people who are always speaking about moralities. If you go speak to them, if you live with them, they also have bad habits. They also have a bad behavior. It's human. But Prophet Muhammad was different. This made the differences between the prophet and humans. It says in Quran that I'm human like you. Allah yuha alayya. What? So all the differences are becoming yuha alayya. So why him, not me? Here's a different thing. It could be even his body is different with me. Why not? As you know, in Quran we have two words, bashar and insan. Bashar, it's called like this body. Even for Prophet Joseph, they say it in English, Joseph, in Arabic they say Yusuf. You hear that they say, Ma huwa bashar. He's not a bashar. Bashar means this body. Insan is go higher level. Even includes our soul. So they didn't say he's not insan. Why? Because they believe he's walking. But the bashar means this, just only this body. Only this, like my fingers and these things. Ana basharun mithlukum. That's why Prophet Muhammad said, my insan, my soul, my spiritual things is different with you. Because I can handle the wahy. I can handle to speak with angels, but nobody can do that. These are the differences. That's why in Quran we never see that a prophet says, Ana insanun mithlukum. He says, Ana basharun mithlukum. Even in Yusuf says, Ma huwa bashar. Because it's not a human's body. It was so greater, more beautiful. So this is the differences between bashar and insan. So this is a lifestyle. We should change it To do what? To achieve a greater thing. We wake up every morning, we go to work, same thing every day. We just go for having a lunch, then after that, having a bed rest. After that, again, maybe working or studying or doing some fun things, coming back home and just sleep. Or maybe we go for some entertainment outside. But it's always a same thing. So is it very like joyful? Is it going to be like, I said, no, I'm going to love it. Everyone has a problem. Like I was talking to a Western person. He was like saying, that I'm bored of this life. He was rich. He was really rich. I asked him why you are bored. He said, like everyone every time wake up, going outside, having fun. No, thing is over. I want to kill myself. I'm gonna commit suicide. Easily. I'm tired of having money. It's common, like I can buy everything for myself. I asked him, well, what is your dream? It was like, dream? I said, yeah, what do you want for your life as a life? I said, no, nothing. I said, like maybe buying an iPhone is great. He said, I can buy it right now. If you want, I can buy for you as well. I said, no, thank you. Just give it for yourself. Having a car, he had it. Like 2 or 3 cars he had. One Mercedes, one Toyota, and one other, I can't remember what was it. Had 3 cars. 4 houses in 4 different countries for himself. He wasn't a adult man. He was like 32, 33 years old. It was like saying, I'm bored of this world. So that's why I said in like the last session, Islamic thoughts, that even if we are in this world may not have a great thing to offer for us. Why do we love it? Because it's created for God, from God. God created this for us. We love it because Prophet Muhammad said, I love it. We love it because it says, Ad-dunya mazra'atul akhirah. This is the world that I can get my reward. If I don't, I'm not going to get any reward from anything. I need this world as a bridge to that world. So that's why I love it. Like I mentioned that poem as well. Like I love this city because of the person who lives in this city. I love this world because of God. Because when I see those trees, when I see this place, when I see the woods, when I see the flowers, when I see the birds, it reminds me of Allah, nothing else. So I love it. I'm not going to live like an animal, like saying, just eating, having joy, drinking, then sleeping, and again and again and again. The difference is like just having money. If we just go through that life, it's just the difference is it's just like a money. We are living in a worse place because we have to get money, then we can eat, but those animals can hunt and eat. So they're living in a better situation. So what we need is a lifestyle. And that lifestyle comes from where? We should answer that. What is the correct way of lifestyle? It's one of the questions. The Westerns, the Asians, the Christians, the Jews, the Buddhism, I don't know, the atheists. Who has the better lifestyle? I'm not saying each person, individual. I'm saying like in general. Like you might say, okay, that Christian is not a good person. But okay, I'm speaking about in general. Like all the Christianity, just they have a stable thing they have offered in a long time. So we can see that and say that's okay or not. We can see the Jews' rules. We can see the atheist rules. We believe in human rights. What is human rights? Those people who always says we should seek for human rights and they always punish other countries for human rights, those countries are the first country who invade the other countries. They were like saying like more than 60 countries were invaded by United States. And who's a great country for human rights? Everyone says United States. They say freedom. What is freedom? To ban Quran. But can we ban LGBT's flag? No, that's not freedom. So what is it? Yeah. So when we have, like, when Islam says that is correct, like we say halal Muhammad and halal ila yawm al-qiyamah wa haram Muhammad and haram ila yawm al-qiyamah. You're not going to change it. It's the same thing. When you say freedom, are you going to limit it or not? If they say no, we're not going to limit it ourselves in, for example, in our clothes, in like drinking or eating. You should say, okay, if you're allowed to ban Quran, I'm allowed to burn your flag as well. If you are allowed to wear as much as you wish, I can do as what I want. I can stare at you, you know, staring in some countries, you have to pay for that. They're gonna like, they have a punishment for that. So you can wear, that's my eyes. I can just stare at you. Who's gonna blame you? Is it your eyes? It's mine. I have the freedom to watch you. What are you going to say? It's mine. If it's just freedom, I'm going to use weapons to kill someone. So why do you have punishment for that? It's just freedom. It was my hand, it was my gun, and it was my bullet that I shoot someone. Freedom. So you're going to limit it. So who's going to limit that? Where that law comes from? From me? I always have a double standard. Even me, I have it. So from you or from God? You see, Prophet Muhammad says, I'm not going to kill anyone. He's not going to kill. I'm going to kill everyone. He's going to do that. No double standard. In Islamic history, if you read it, you will hear that Prophet Muhammad never invaded anyone, never attacked, except the war of Khaybar. And that reason was because some Jewish people attacked Prophet Muhammad, and he, for defending, attacked that. This is the standard of Prophet Muhammad, never changes. I'm going to be Rahmatul lil Alamin, I'm going to be that. There was someone like was going to kill the Prophet Muhammad. He had the sword above his head. You heard it all. Like he said, this is going to save you from me to killing you. And Prophet Muhammad said, God. And he just fell down, and Prophet got the sword. And he asked the Prophet Muhammad asked that person, who's going to save you from me? And he said, your kindness, your morality, because you're a prophet. He said, okay, just go. These are the differences. There's the power. I can forgive when I have the power. This is the prophet. I can't be that. I can't see it myself. I try to be like them, but I can't. With truth. That's why I'm not a prophet. If I could do it, I would be a prophet. So what is the correct way of lifestyle? There's one question. So how am I going to answer that is, for me personally, and for what I read, maybe you don't believe it, so maybe in next sessions, few next session, you can say it's not correct. For me, and as I read, is the correct way of lifestyle is based on patterns of Islam in Quran and Ahadith. So where do I get from Islam? So what is Islam? Islam is made by Quran and Ahadith. Ahadith means Sunnah, just saying. So this means that the purpose of life is to raise human value to reach God. We're going to talk about that later, the purpose of life. Why Islam came? To value ourselves, to do not live like animals. So where do I get that value? I told you, like, if all of you in this room say, I want to buy this, will you say, I'm going to buy a 10,000 rupiah? It's going to be 10,000. She wants it. She said, no, I'm going to pay 20,000. She wants it too. She said 30. And she wants it like going to be 80,000 rupiah, 90,000 rupiah. It's going to be valuable. 100,000 rupiah, but it's just 5,000. So who valued this? These people. Who valued their gold? Humans. If I'm not going to buy any gold, any of the humans, all the 8 billion people say, we're not going to buy any gold in our life. The value of gold, like they were saying, begging you, please get these golds. We don't want it. It's not going to be valuable anymore. But who's going to value with me? Where does my value come from? Is it from you? It is always said, you earn the respect. You earn your values. No one's going to give you. It's like education. No one can help you in education unless you want it. You earn it. You go for that. I can't pray for you like you're praying. I mean, like instead of you. Like, is it praying time? I said, don't pray. I'm going to do it for you. It's not possible. I'm going to marry instead of you. I have wife, I get wife. You don't need to get wife. You'll be okay. So you don't have to pay for your life, for your wife, for your children. No one is going to accept that. So you're going to earn it. How are you going to earn it? From these books. Books not going to lie. Because if you write this book, you can compare it to other book. You can easily see the Prophet Muhammad lifestyle. You can see the Sahaba's lifestyle. You can see the Ahlul Bayt's lifestyle. So compare it to myself, to my life, and say, is it true? Is it correct? Is it or it's not? So what reasons make us to choose a lifestyle? Family, friends, societies, books, media. What makes us to choose a lifestyle? Or is it ourselves? Everyone has a different answer. Like my family made me to have this lifestyle. I grew up as a Christian. I'm not going to change it. I was born in a Jewish family. I'm living with my friends. I'm living with my society that they say drinking is okay. On media, they say, like, if you go through the social media, you say, okay, going to the club, doing that thing is okay. It's gonna happens for me as well. Like I said, okay. So where do I get the lifestyle? From the books, from family, friends. Everyone has their lifestyle, right? Because you can't say I don't have a lifestyle. If you are living, means you have a lifestyle. Because you wake up, you drink, you eat, you go to school or job, you work. As if you have a lifestyle. So who made that? So you can think of it like, who made you have this lifestyle? And then see, is it correct to continue that? Or should I search for that? Why am I in this class? Why am I praying even? Why do I read books? For what reasons? Do I need it? Or should I change myself? Like if I say as a Muslim, so I'm correct, I'm going to go to heaven. So they ask me, was Christians right as well? So I don't know. How about Jews? I'm not sure. How about atheists? I have no idea. So then absolutely they will ask you why you choose Islam. No ideas? Like I'm going to that room. For what reasons? I don't know. I just want to go there. So maybe there's a kid over there. Should you go? Should you search for that? Yes, obviously. I'm choosing this. I'm going to live with this. If you want to get married, you seek to ask people, is this wife, this husband is a good person to be my husband or be my wife? So why are you not asking for praying, how to live, how to eat, how to wear? Do we have the power to choose or we are forced? Did you choose it by yourself? When I say you are forced to do that something, I mean like not just someone putting knife on your neck and saying, do it. No, I mean like all the places, all the society, all social media made you to go through this lifestyle. This isn't meaning the forced, I mean. Or you chose it, like you just search for that and you just believe that this is the right way. What we did, like did we search or we just say, okay, we do this? Yeah, that's the better one. Okay. So one of the thing, yeah, next page. So one of the things that we're looking for as a lifestyle that we're looking for always is our peace. Money is peaceful. I love it. Everyone loves it.
Money talks.
Yeah, money always talks. If you need a hospital, you need to pay money to doctors. I'm not going to do it for free. There are doctors. They always say we are the great people in the world. We're helping other people. But they are helping, but they get paid. I need a car. I need money to pay for a car. So money always talks. Money brings peace. Peace in what? Peace in mind or peace in material things? What does it bring? Like, I'm okay, yeah, I can buy that. But does it feel okay as well for me inside? Does it make me a good person? You've seen a lot of companies, they are rich, they provide guns, the weapons. They are arms dealers. For what? If we're not going to kill anyone, so what's the purpose of that guns? So they need war. They need chaos to use that guns, but they are rich. You might see them, they're saying, we are believing in human rights. It's just pretending. Like some Muslims always pretending they are Muslims. But when you see them, they're not real Muslims. They're not true Muslims. So peace. Trying to change lifestyle to reach peace in our time that it's based on materialism, consumerism, and fashionism, it seems to be necessary. One of the tools that can be used to fix our lifestyle is self-knowledge. I know myself. You have a riwayah that said, Man arafa nafsah, faqad arafa Allah. If you know yourself, I know God. First thing, the first tool that we needed to change our lifestyle is self-knowledge. Self-knowledge will be good if it is connected to truth, thought, and belief of religion and world. What is that for? If we don't know, like we read Quran, why I said the true thought, not a wrong one. Why is that? Because in one part of Quran says, La taqrabu salat. I'm not going to pray, done. Even Quran saying, do not get close to salat. So, but you're not saying that it says, Wa antum sukara. This is the truth of Islam. It says, kill the kuffar. Okay, now let's start to kill the Christians. But you don't see that if they kill you, they start to invade your country. That kill means defending. So you're not going to see that. So true thought and in a play of religion in this world makes us great self-knowledge, makes you be a greater person. Like, if I don't know how, like Quran says praying, Ahadith says praying, I'm not really sure about the things, but treating people, how is it that going to be? I don't know how to treat people. I don't know how to communicate with people, how to negotiate with people. Sometimes you need experience. We need some material from the religion to get that and to experience it in the world. So the prophet is not going to experience anything because he knows everything. But me as a person, I need to experience. This is the difference between me and prophet. Even if I get the knowledge, I need to experience it. We say if we just remember those knowledge, if we just going to remembering and reminding to ourselves, we're just studying as hard as I can. Is it going to be good for us? Is it going to be help us? Is it going to benefit us? No. You can just have a like memory, a flash memory. It can have like 100 gigs of knowledge. Was it going to benefit that flash memory? No. You can tell like a bird, like a parrot, like a monkeys even, can make them to speak. Was it going to benefit them? No. So how is it going to benefit us is when we do something. Is when we see the praying is good for us. It's not going to just remembering that. It's going to be pray it. If someone says like, do not drink while you're standing in night, not remembering that. Maybe you should sit and drink at night. When we say, do not wear that clothes, it's bad for your body, not just saying for Islamic things. Just not wear it that. Stop wearing that. Changing means revolution from existing state to favorable condition. Why is that? Like, I have this situation right now. This is state, existing state. This is me right now. I'm going to change it to a better day, better way, to better condition. It's not going to be same every day. You can just change it. Today I said like 100 La ilaha illallah. Tomorrow I said 101. Today I help one person. Tomorrow I'm going to help two person. Today I study. Tomorrow I'm going to study more. It's always possible to be better. So this is the one thing that we should just do, the changing. And how is that changing going to be happen? Like someone I had like said to me, this is me. This is my morality. This is how I act. Should I say, okay, that's enough? We should just accept you? No. But you see people, they go to doctors to fix their teeth, to fix their ears, to fix their hairs, to fix their faces. Why is that for? Why are you not accepting your face, your body? Why are you changing it? Because you believe that it's changeable. It's better to change it. So in Quran, in Surah Anfal, we have ذَلِكَ بِأَنَّ اللَّهَ لَمْ يَكُنْ مُغَيِّرًا نِعْمَةً أَنْعَمَهَا عَلَى قَوْمٍ حَتَّى يُغَيِّرُوا مَا بِأَنفُسِهِمْ. Until they change. I'm not, as a God, I'm not going to change anyone until they're going to change themselves. I'm going to reward them if they look for that reward. Punishments come from when they did something wrong. I'm going to drink poison, then I'm going to die. I eat healthy things, foods, I'm going to be healthy. I'm going to work out, I'm going to be strong. I'm going to pray, I'm going to reach God. There's a difference. If I'm not going to change myself, if I'm not going to desire something good for myself, God's not going to give that to me. One of the ulama says, I wanted to be a knowledgeable person, a great person. I tried hard to see the Imam Zaman. Imam Mahdi, I prayed a lot, every day, every night. Then I saw him. He said, what do you want? And you're always looking for me. What do you want from me? He said, I want to be knowledgeable. And he said, Imam Mahdi gave me a book. So go study. This is the book. He said, I can't remember what the other, for example, I was going to ask, like, I want to be rich. He said, go for yeah, he gave me something to say, work with that and you'll be rich. He's not going to give you like, yes, you want to be knowledgeable. Yes, this is for you. Yeah, I want to speak in Bahasa. Yeah, tomorrow you can speak in Bahasa. Imam Mahdi is going to give you. Prophet Muhammad is going to give you. God is going to give you. For what reason? Why not him? Why me? That's the world. It always says you should look for it. It's not going to be a miracle thing in this world.
No pain, no gain.
No pain, no gain. Yeah, it's not going to be a miracle. You see, all the prophets have suffered. All the prophets. Did God change that and say, okay, you're going to suffer, prophet? I'm going to kill you today. No. This is the life. It's not going to be a miracle thing. It's not going to happen. It's what you look for that. It's you to achieve it. I ate a poison. Now I should blame God for being poisoned. I say, okay, God, I'm sick now. And that's your problem. I'm a Muslim. I'm not going to save me. Look at the Christians walking healthy without any problem. Where is your power? You drank that poison. It's none of my problem. Like someone was saying, where is God for African people? They're suffering from poverty. They don't have water to drink. They have no money. They have no foods. Where is God for them? God was there for them. God gave them the sources. Some stupid people attacked them, invaded them, and killed them, and got their all sources from them. Is it God problem or humans problem? Humans problem. If someone says, okay, why didn't God stop them? So if it's God going to stop everyone from any bad things, so what is the good thing? What are we doing here even? If I'm not allowed to do what I can do, if I don't have a permission, so what's the purpose of creating me? From just being like a toy. So it will change until I want. If I'm not going to want it, it's not going to be change anything. One another thing is, yes, exactly. Desirable lifestyle. Is our current lifestyle desirable? Do you love it now? Like, is it good? What does desirable lifestyle based on? Is lifestyle and culture of life same thing? The important thing in lifestyle is how we look at the life, at the first thing. What we look at the life. My desires to the life, is it going to be like something like to make me reach God, to make me to be good to other people? Or I would do anything to get that Ferrari, or make me to do anything to get that big house. So what is the desirable lifestyle? Is it the way that we look at the life? What do we want from that? So this makes sense. Then we go, what is the best one that we should have? Is it correct or acceptable to imitate in lifestyle? Like I follow you or I follow you? Is it correct? You're going to accept it?
If we follow the Prophet, we accept it.
Yes. If you're going to follow the Prophet, is acceptable. Like, for example, people say, if you want to be rich, look at Elon Musk. Look at, I don't know, Jeff Bezos. Because they are rich. Yeah, everyone, they're rich. Yeah, you can look for them and follow them. But are they a great person without any problems in life that we can follow them? Someone came to Prophet Muhammad, said, I want to marry your daughter. And Prophet Muhammad said, what do you have? What do you have to offer me to get my daughter? He said, I'm a rich person. Prophet Muhammad just put his in soil and just threw it to his face and become all golds. He said, I have anything I want to. I don't need your money. I'm a prophet. This whole world is created for me as a prophet. If I wasn't a prophet, if I wasn't created, God wouldn't make this whole world. It's all made for me. I'm richer than you. I'm richer than anyone. I'm richer than angels. You're just gone. So rich person is Prophet Muhammad. Great person, great warrior. Nobody can defeat him. It's Prophet Muhammad. Who has the great moral? It's Prophet Muhammad. Who's kind to everyone is Prophet Muhammad. Who's reached God very well is Prophet Muhammad. Even not the Jesus. Even not the other prophets. It's only Prophet Muhammad who reached God perfectly and correctly. He became the greatest prophet. Is some people, some ulama, the philosophers, they say everyone needs someone to do the shafa'at. Someone say, okay, he's with me, and let them to go to the heaven. Every human being. Also, those philosophers, the Muslims philosopher, they say also some other prophets also need the Prophet Muhammad's shafa'at. Because they weren't great. And you see the Nuh, he said, I just bring the azab for these people. But Prophet Muhammad didn't ask for that. He had the patience. You never see Prophet Muhammad like Jesus just walk away. Just other prophets says, I'm not going to be a prophet anymore for these people. Give up, yeah. Done. It's only was Prophet Muhammad didn't do that. He was the greatest. You had that like before that Prophet Muhammad, there was some azab, they called like, they had a like revolutionary, the people become like monkeys, animals. There was like some of those azabs. We had like, because of the rahmatul lil alamin, God stopped that. It was a truth that even in Prophet's time, when the sins become greater than praying and doing good things, God would send the azab without any hesitate. But after Prophet Muhammad was that God stopped it. For who? For me? No, not obviously. It was for Prophet Muhammad. So who's the greatest person to follow? It's Prophet Muhammad. Yeah, obviously not. You say the greatest is God. So I can't follow the God. God's not just, I can't say like God pray. God's not praying. We pray. God doesn't need money. We need money. It's me. So who should I follow? Prophet. Yes. If it is based on the values of individual or certain groups outside of our culture and society, then where do we value our values and type of perceptions of me as a human being come up? Like if we're going to say, some people are telling us what is the valuable thing, what is the best culture, what is the best lifestyle. Like, I don't know, African people, they're telling us to do that. So how about me? Why not me? Why should I not say anything? Why shouldn't I say like this is a good lifestyle? Just them? Why? I have the right to say as a human being. Why should I just follow TikTok? Why should I just follow Instagram? For what reason? I'm not saying having Instagram, I'm just saying like, just do what is it saying on social media without looking what is it good or is it bad? So we have the human rights. What is that human rights? We should search for that. We should look for that and find the best way, the best lifestyle, the best culture. They say culture is culture. We should accept it. Even in Prophet Muhammad's time, the culture was burying the kids, the daughters. So it's culture, should accept it. No. If it's wrong, you're not going to accept it. It's our culture to believe and worship these stones. That's the Prophet Muhammad came for, to stop that culture, to stop that beliefs, to change our lifestyle. One the other lifestyle, they say always, we grow up with that. Change it. It's insulting us. I don't care. Like there is in a poem that, if I'm not mistaken, Jesus or the Prophet Musa was crossing someone, and he was saying, God, where are you? A person who had sheep and something like that. God, where are you? If you were here, I could like brush your hair. We could play together. And they said, Prophet, I'm not really sure right now because I'm sorry for my memory. The Prophet said, why are you doing this? God, you can't brush God's hair. And he went to pray with God. God told him, why you said that to him? This is the way that he's praying to me. Let them to do that. You all said that's wrong. That poem is wrong. That's the reason prophets came to tell us you can't brush God's hair. That's impossible. So if like say, I'm going to worship as I wish. I want to like sleep and that's my praying. I'm going to just sit here and just look at that walls for 1 hour. That's my praying. That's how I reach God. So that's the prophets came to say, no, that's not true. That's not correct. You change it. So that poem is absolutely wrong. Who said it? Not problem. It's just a poem. So you're not going to just say it in your belief, saying, yes, they said what they said, and it's correct. When we just reaching God, it doesn't matter what way is it. So if the way is not big problem, so why God sent a prophet, a messenger? So maybe they had a purpose. So maybe God knew something to send that messenger. But I'm out of the time. Well, let me see. Okay. So maybe for next session, right? Sure. Because if I speak, I'll speak for a long time. So to sum up my speech is, we're still in our session. We're going to just talk what is lifestyle, what is the peace, something like that. Then we go through the lifestyle. What is exactly like, what should we eat? What should we wear? What is good thing for ourselves? Because we also have medicine for in Islam. We had all of that. We're going to go through to like how to treat our parents, how to speak to other people. We're going to have that all in lifestyle. But before that, we should just have some things to speak firstly, and then we go through that all. So sorry for being so talkative and not being stopped by anyone. Thank you for not stopping, Mark. And okay, if anyone has any question, I would be glad to hear that.
I have a question here.
Yeah, sure.
Please correct me if I'm wrong. To my understanding, lifestyle has a very strong relation with akhlaq.
Yes, morality.
So that's why one of the hadiths Rasul said, "Inna ma bu'istu liutamima makarim al-akhlaq." So
Yeah.
Rasulullah, one of the mission of Rasul is to make better akhlaq to his ummah.
Yes,
So,
that's true. When he said "Inni bu'istu li'utammima al-akhlaq," it just means all the things that I came for is akhlaq. And what is that akhlaq? Praying is akhlaq. If you look at the general in Arabic, akhlaq means everything, includes everything. How to treat your parents, how to treat your friends, how to treat you don't know anyone, stranger people, how to treat them. This is akhlaq. You might say praying is not akhlaq, but how to speak to God, this is akhlaq. So praying becomes akhlaq. everything's become akhlaq. To be in kindness. The greatest of purpose that Prophet Muhammad came, and nobody could do that, is, yeah, it was the purpose of his message.
Thank you.
Yeah, sure.
Another question from our friends in this class and our friends in Zoom also can join our discussion in Zoom. You can open the mic and or write in the chat to join in our discussion. Please, other question maybe. Sir Hussein.
Yes.
In the Women's Weekly class, which I attend every Friday, there is like what is the true law of plastic surgery? Is it allowed? But because when I attend the class, the Ustazah said that plastic surgery is allowed.
What surgery?
Plastic surgery.
Where?
Is it allowed? Is it, but you said in the last in this class, you said that it is a changing of our what God gives to us. The beauty can be changed in the
Oh, no. Well, what I said, I meant like, if we can change our beauties, for example, for if I can change my teeth to make it better, if is that possible, so we also can change our moralities as well. So yeah, plastic, as long as it's not going to hurt anyone, as long as it's not going to be a problem for your praying, as not as like going to hurt yourself as well, yeah, it's allowed. Yeah, that's allowed. Yeah. So what I meant, sorry if I'm not or wasn't clear, I'm going to clear myself that what I meant was, if we can just make ourselves in a better looking, like looking ourselves more beautiful, is if that possible, and we can do that, we're going to change it. Sometimes you see people do that. So we also, is not acceptable to say, this is what I am, this is my morality, this is how I behave. We should change our soul. If it's possible to change our body, it's possible to change our spiritual things. Okay, so sorry for not being clear.
From our friend in Zoom. I'm sorry.
This one?
Yeah, this one and
All other.
no question.
This fascinating topics. What the spread of?
I'm sorry, the participant in this class is finish.
Oh, makasih.
I'm sorry.
Yes, it's, yeah, thank you for asking this question. That measuring by someone appearance, we don't measure that. That's why I said at the beginning, we're not going to measure ourselves, our lifestyle, or what is it in with someone else or with some appearance, someone's appearance. And if I'm not mistaken, if you mean like compare it, what I compare that like our appearance to changing our spiritual things, or just an example. I didn't just mean to say is it correct or is it incorrect. So if it's, I'm not really sure what you mean about it, but yeah, it's not correct. That's why I said at the beginning, it's not correct to measure ourselves with someone's appearance. LGBT plus people like to say that homosexual is a natural because a lot of animals do that too. So it is one of animal lifestyle that we human are better than that. Well, as I said, like yes, it's not correct to say if animals is doing something, so it's normal. So if it's animal killing, so is it normal? No, it's not normal. So you can't kill. We have the brain to think. If something's happening, we didn't say it's something rare or it's not going to happen, something sicknesses. We didn't say like being in LGBT's communities means something you are sick. We didn't say that. We say it's not acceptable for God. So when we say it's not acceptable for God, maybe it's happening. Maybe it's in our bodies or in our spiritual thing that we just go through that. But it's not acceptable for God. And it's not acceptable for a lifestyle. So a lifestyle, so this, all what I'm saying in this session is just introduction of lifestyle. Then we say, what is the best lifestyle? We'll see that when you see, is it the better lifestyle compared to those lifestyle that they say, they just measure that with their brains. So yeah, and as you mentioned, they say animals do that too. So that's enough to say animals. No need to answer that. Lately, I often find many students from Islamic boarding schools who have bad morals. After research, it turns out that their behavior is influenced by their friends. Does that mean the quality of the Islamic lifestyle in Islamic boarding schools is currently very bad? No, seriously not. If you see, as I mentioned, what does we give us a reference from Islamic lifestyle? That's why I said Prophet or Ahlul Bayt or some people who were great. So we can't measure ourselves like saying those people. Like I said, maybe some people, they don't understand Islam. Like ISIS. If you live in an ISIS situation, you might like to kill everyone. So it's not Islam. So what is Islam? So in lifestyle, in the Islamic thought, you're not allowed to imitate anyone. You're not allowed to follow anyone. That's why everyone says you should look for it. We should search for that to find the real answer for that. So you can't say if those people are doing bad things, so it means Islamic is bad. Like what I said, if some Christians doing bad things doesn't mean Christianity is bad, or Jews, people doing some bad things means Jewish is bad. Or I don't know, if any Buddhist things, Buddhist people, like those who believe in Buddhism, like are bad means, no, it's not that true. So what we should look is the first thing, the great thing that offers that religion, that beliefs, that thoughts. So we should see from that, not from the people. I mean, okay, Zainab again. I mean, they religious clothes, but have bad manners. Yeah. What was the question? No, you can't measure people by their appearance. Like, it is, you might see some people pray, but they just want to get your trust. Then they rob from you. They steal something from you. So that appearance is not for God. That appearance for something that they have a purpose for that. So always, like in our lifestyle, like we say, what is the purpose of life? What is the purpose of praying? What is the purpose of anything else in our life? We say to reach God, to do something great. So yeah, it's true. Some people have a bad appearance. They are good people. They have good appearance. They are bad people.
Don't judge the book by its cover.
Yes. Thank you. That was a great one. Don't judge a book by their covers. Yes, we can't measure people by their appearance. Some people have a very good heart, but maybe they have a bad appearance. I'm not saying what is bad appearance. Do not speak later. They say what he meant about that appearance. I'm not saying what is bad appearance, what is good appearance. I'm not saying anything about it. So what I mean, anything you imagine in bad appearance. Maybe I'm in a bad appearance. Okay, I accept it. But it doesn't mean that I'm a bad person, I'm a good person. No. Like sometimes they say in Riwayah, they say see how they pray. Sometimes they say, see how he treat other people. Sometimes they say how they react, how they are kind, something like that. So my appearance is not a good thing to judge me. That's 100% correct what Zainab said. That's 100% correct. So what is bad appearance and good appearance, for being clear? I'm not saying anything. Do not say that Reza said bad appearance is that or good appearance. I'm in a bad appearance. Don't judge me by my cover. So I'm the bad appearance. Do not. That's the example of bad appearance, and the other people have a good appearance. So the differences between that. Maybe, you know, like good appearance sometimes like wearing batik. So it means good appearance. Not very batik means bad appearance. I'm not saying so. So to be clear, 100%, I'm not saying bad appearance. What is bad appearance or what is good appearance? Okay. Oh, this is closed. Sorry. Okay, is there any other questions?
Other question? Our friends in Zoom.
If it's still Zainab has a question, just
Our sister Zainab, how is your question? Have you respond?
I think regarding to this question, that was very interesting, especially in this topic that was very fascinating. I thought that I mean some between appearance and attitude according to my observation, it might be different. Like as you say, don't judge the book by its appearance, by its cover. I'm sorry.
Clear?
just because I didn't hear the first part.
Can you
repeat it again?
repeat Zainab
Question?
the question
Sorry.
and raise a bit your volume?
Okay, I'm sorry. Actually, I do not. Actually, the answer is absolutely clear. And I have no question again. And I just would like to say thank you for the explanation. That was great. As you say, don't judge the book by its cover. It's totally truth, and agree with that.
Okay, got it. It wasn't a question. Thank you very much. Sorry because at the first I didn't hear you, but because of the I don't know, the volume. So I'm sorry for that. And it wasn't your fault, it was my fault. But thank you very much. Thank you for another question.
No, just from Zainab.
Huh.
You want to ask?
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah. Thank you very much. Any other question? If it's not,
Yeah.
yes.
Assalamualaikum. Thank you for the opportunity. I want to ask about desire of lifestyle. The important thing that Mr. Reza said, that how we look at life means that our mind, our perspective, or to do something in our life. But sometimes we have a pressure, we have expectation from others, or the culture, the background from our family, that I cannot what was that? I cannot use the lifestyle of Islam, the whole what we call it, the holistic, maybe just partial. Because of that, the background, the culture, then how we deal with that. Sometimes in Islam say this one, this is how we live in Islamic thought, but the culture cannot accept that. For example, for the marriage, many culture that in Islam, mahar is like this one, but in culture, mahar have what we call it standard that both of parents cannot accept, like that. They're just an example, but this kind of what do we call it? This kind of problem apparently comes to our life with how we deal with that, with the surroundings, and we can put the Islamic thought into our lifestyle, but there is an obstacle that how we deal with that. That's the
Sure,
question.
yeah. Thank you very much for your question. For the way that we look at life and the way that life look at us, it was meant to speak today. So sorry for being, I was so talkative, so we didn't reach that. But in the next session, we're going to look about that and the way that we look at life and what we are surrounded by. And what we say is always Islam has a solution for everything in a life. If I just bring some examples, you might be just surprised and say that's not possible, but we say Islam said it because it has always, if that's possible, something that happening, Islam has a solution for that. So we like always we say, if it is not going to get close to haram, we can do it. We can deal with it. We do something. Even haram things are going to be changed in sometimes. Like I'm dying, I'm thirsty, I'm dying in a desert. I only have wine to drink. So if I'm going to survive, I'm going to drink that. So what we say, that haram's not going to be halal, it's haram. But for surviving is going to be changed. So haram is always haram, halal is always halal, but always Islam has a solution. Like I mentioned, like you say, yes, we have a problem. I'm in a desert and I'm dying and I have nothing to eat. It's only like rats, or drink, it's only wine. What should I do? Islam says for surviving, you can do that. So yes, we have solution for everything. Thank you for asking. We're going to speak about it in next session, absolutely, because it's a very big topic. Can't answer that in just a few minutes. Yeah, sure.
And if I want to change my lifestyle, but the problem is, what the first action that I can do? Change our mind and do the act in the same time, or mind first and then do the correct way to live, like it's in thought us, or we can do both, but slow, little by little.
Yeah, thank you for asking that. It's a very good question. Lifestyle is not something very big deal or very weird. Something very simple. Like, for example, I'm saying very small thing, like when you are for praying time, when it's a praying time, pray. So some people might say like, that's a lifestyle. Yes, that's a lifestyle. So treating good to other people, be a good people to others, like being kind to your friends, it's possible to do it at the same time when you hear it. So yes, it is possible to do both at the same time. But for having the second one means the action, to do something, it's to change your mind. Yes, obviously, to change your mind, to see the way that you look at life, and we're gonna talk it in the next session. I will look at, yeah. Okay, any question?
Any question? No? Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm very, very sorry for being talkative. I'm really, shame on me. And I'm really sorry for that. Spraying time. Yeah, they told me to speak for 1 hour. I was supposed to speak for 40 or 45 minutes. They told me, no, just mix it in 1 hour. That was a mistake. So when you say 1 hour, it means I'm going to speak for 1:20. So sorry for everyone, to those people attending here and those people who are watching us in Zoom. Thank you very much for attending, and see you next session. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.